Hello guys, morning. I wouldn't do a live right now, but I got woken up, which is cool. I make time for anybody. Anybody can. If you choose to want to, which is your choice if you will. But I do a bunch of one-on-ones and breakups suck. Respect, yeah, shit sucks for everybody. That's what I preach about to the fullest. For everybody out there, like Buddha, mind, body, yin and yang. Control it best as possible, but to forewarn you, you don't have to comprehend. It's the person by your side. Just to let you know. So Buddha was a beast. Once again, I'm gonna say become a Buddhist. Study Buddha. Spotify, YouTube, otherwise. Spotify, Tati 10. Keeps it black and white. He's still alive. Older cat. I think he's like, don't quote me now, maybe like 60, 65. And what you gonna call it? Just it's the person by your side. You can have everything in the universe, money, power, and fame, but then you get delayed in the beginning, like the Bible. In the beginning, right? And then from there, which is love, the relationship, quote unquote. And from there, it goes to toxic love. The sparks are ending. So why did it go from love to toxic love? What was red flags? That's what the intent to observe all the red flags of your exes. I don't have this lifetime to comprehend them. So the next potential to be when you see the red flags, you observe them and realize boundaries. But just to let you know, no one has to respect your boundaries. That is their choice, if you will. And that's just for everybody. Because respectfully, love it or hate it, that's what I'll bitch about. All the universe bitches about the person by their side. And then no one teaches about the healing journey on the overall, especially when it comes to your family. But once again, you blame your parents. My parents should have taught me better. Which I call everybody out. First and foremost, everyone's stuck on what? The generational cycle. You want to see your future in a positive manner? Fear in a positive manner, aka for warning. Look at all your toxic ass family. And everyone knows they're toxic behind closed doors as a couple. But they have everything man-made. Money, power, and fame. They go to church. They believe in God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad. It doesn't matter respectfully because as a couple, they can preach about higher source. But as a couple, behind closed door, your parents, aunties, uncles, older cousins, grandparents are toxic as fuck. Till this fucking day. So if you're in a toxic relationship, you want to see your future, look at all your toxic family. Now look at the age gap. 10 years from now, 50 years from now, that will become you. And you get back, it doesn't matter about me bullshit. Because when you go home to each other as a couple, you bitch the whole universe about your partner. How's that shit working out for you respectfully, And that's what I do, free therapy, toxic relationships. I do this shit for 5 years now. I would do it to my last day in breath because everybody in the universe, and especially young generation, you would bitch about the person by your side. In middle school, high school, tell me all you middle school, high school is dead ass. I love asking this question. What's love to you? What's love to you? Dead ass. And you believe you're gonna magically get in a healthy relationship in middle school, high school? A lot of us don't even know what love is. You got social media, cool, you got higher source, A for effort. And then when someone sells you a dream, then what? Who do you blame? Higher source, your parents, your siblings? It's not knowing yet, but as the person marrying you, but no one taught you any of these conversations. In this lifetime, 39 years old, started my healing journey 5 years ago, I'm blessed now. All this shit I talk about, all these tattoos, my scars healed. Your heart has, scars, you know what a scar is, respectfully? All this terminology is incorrect, man. A scar is called healed. I get my tattoos, cuts and wounds, right? Healing. If they itch and bother me, what I use? Cream to heal it. And when my tattoos are healed, now it becomes a scar. They don't itch, they don't bother me, nothing, Then I'm good.
Hello?
Hello, how you doing? How's it going?
Can I give you a platform for you?
So I'm playing some clips really fast. Once again, my situation, that's all I talk about, that's all I preach about. It's the person by your side to forewarn you. You can have everything in the universe. Everything. Look at all your family. They're older than you. Your grandparents, co-workers, money, power, and fame. But who they bitch about? Who they stressing about? When you get in your car, keep it simple, black and white. Are you happy to go home? Or are you dreading to go home? You keep it atheist. Heaven and hell. Everybody will hear the terms heaven and hell. No one's got to die to go to heaven and hell. When you get in your car and you're driving home and you are dreading to go home to yourself alone, especially your partner, I gotta deal with them. Welcome to your dungeon, your sentence in your hell on earth. And you're not fucking dead. Or you're happy to go home to your partner. Welcome to what? Your peace, your temple, your over you have on earth, and you're not dead. Nobody's dead. No, no one's gonna die to go there, man. Dead ass. You live the shit every day above ground. Every day above ground. How are your four walls? Your mental home, and then your physical home. And you just woke up. Me, I just woke up a minute ago. Not my intent was to be sleeping, but respect once again. I'll talk to anybody, and couldn't go through the breakup. I was like, yep. Respect says I've been doing this for 5 years of my life, and I made about 5 years ago. When I figured out this healing journey, all these higher sources, all these beings, all this terminology, I'm calling everybody the fuck out. I don't care what you claim to be, who you are as a being. But scenario, you could be a religious, spiritual person, right? Especially on social media, you're a fucking a motivational speaker, all this religious, spiritual. But magically, somehow you get in a toxic, love, broken, codependent relationship. You go on social media wise and do what? Play the role of victim, tell a sob story. Boo-hoo me, they cheat on me, they divorce me, they broke me, they ghosted me. Like, well, how can you be in your feelings? And it's you have the grievance journey, but for how long? That's a question for everybody, right? And that's the shit for everybody. Like, yo, why are you bitching about the person by your side? Respectfully. What's up, Juju? How you doing? Morning, extra full as always. And that's the shit for everybody out there. It's the person by your side to forewarn you. And I throw it in your face. A zillion people in the whole universe. Why are you stressing about one? Yes, easier said than done, right? But stay by them baby steps. Start the healing journey. Be alone, And it is scary to be alone. Because we're brainwashed to be codependent people. Or go through the breakup, whatever, do the body hop and whole face, or jump into another relationship right away. Do you believe by getting another relationship, it'll make your life better? Yes, they will make you feel better because of codependency. Why don't you make them feel better? Why don't you match energy? That's the shit. Everyone's traumatized, man. And it sucks because people sell you dreams and you gave your all and they sold you a dream. And it sucks, but I call everybody the fuck out. Everybody, all the universe. I just see, once again, the Matrix talk on my tattoos, right? Coding, all the coding talk, right? You geek techies, right? I see 3 codes. Squares, empathetic people, empathists, empaths, good people, all you nice and naturals. Then I see circles, all you narcissists, aka narcissist people, all you bad boy, bad girl, phobic fuck girls, and all you zombies, addicts and addiction. I don't see 3 codes. I don't see color. No, I just see what? Energy. Simple as that. I like people that are squares. We have better conversations. Evie bursts out the healing journey. Circles and zombies, especially, they're broken to trigger them because we're always broken initially-wise. And they're on a journey. They're not on a healing journey. Because how can you claim to be a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, an atheist person, and you're doing people wrong? You're selling dreams. And you believe, you think. But remember, the thing is not knowing. I'll let you know you're not a good person. Hey, morning, how you doing? How's it going? How you been? And I say respectfully. That's the shit. Straight to the point. Keep it 1,000 real. I'm not here to sell dreams. Higher source can do it for you. Higher source will change them. If that's factual, why is keep it simple, all your fucking family, why is all your family suffering? Especially the queen side. Make that make sense if higher source can do it for you. It's not factual. If that's factual, then that means all your family shouldn't be suffering at all. At all, especially the female side, right? So higher source wants you to change, but will you change? Higher source wants you to leave, but will you leave? Higher source wants you to stop being a zombie and addict and addiction, but will you stop being a zombie, addict and addiction? And for everyone who talks relationships, we bitch about our partners, the door is right there. Physically, you're right there. Jesus loves you. Oh, thank you. Jesus loves you also. God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors love you. But do you love them? Do you love yourself enough to walk away? Yeah, that's the shit for everybody, man. It's the person by your side to forewarn you. And that's why I just go live for an hour because I already went 2 hours earlier. And once again, I was sleeping. And then they woke me up, which, as it being I have no more insomnia. When I sleep, I die. I love it. Close my eyes, get comfortable. The body rests. And I'm not staring at my eyelids. I'm not staring at the ceiling. I'm not sitting with overthinking. I don't need people in my life. I'm not codependent on nobody. I want people. If they want me, match energy, not take energy. And as it being, I don't deal with toxicity. I don't. That's why I'm 3 years single. There was 2 potentials, not girlfriends, potentials, and it didn't work out. It's okay. I don't question my self-worth at all. I don't blame I don't blame nobody. People will come and go. You know that, right? And to forewarn you, anybody can leave. Anyone can get ghost. Anyone can get you any divorce. They can break up with you for whatever apparent reason. That is their choice and free will. Yes, it's gonna suck. Here we go again. Another relationship is failing, right? But the intent of all your exes, when you fall back to the healing journey, what was all the red flags? Well, so now let's say I had 10 girlfriends, but in my lifetime I only had five girlfriends, right? 44, 18 at heart. If I'm with you for a minute, like traditional ways. But now, personally wise, I won't be traditional ways. Like my first baby mom, 12 years deep. 12 years too long, 8 hours deep, right? Respectfully. A blessing in disguise, all that corny ass conversations, these little bullshit statements that everyone in the healing journey says the same shit. Yeah, it was a blessing in disguise. But here's the best part: if it doesn't exist, but if my parents taught me, but here's the kicker: we can blame our parents. If your parents knew better, they would have taught you better, quote unquote. But they didn't because they don't know this conversation. So they did the best they could. They did what their parents, aka your grandparents, taught them. And that's why they taught you what they could, and that's it. That's why only you as one being can start doing what? Start the healing journey so you can break the generational cycle. So you stop becoming all your toxic ass family. And I did forewarn you. Then what? Dang, bro, yeah, 5 girls before tats or after. Oh, my last girlfriend, I had my tattoos. Not all like this, honestly, wise, but once again, I barely started doing all these tattoos like 2.5 years ago. Why? To call everybody the fuck out. First and foremost, it's an attention getter. Show me anybody, any platform, any part of the universe that has my tattoos. I know 1,000 you can't show me this because no one has my tattoos. They might have certain words. They might have Bible patches, the Quran, Buddha type of situation, but respectfully to the spiritual leaders. Nothing against them at all, but traditional. Show me like healing notes, personal notes, then I would love to talk about with them, respectfully. I'm not better than nobody, first and foremost. I just call everybody out. The best part, you see me on this platform face to face, I could just be standing there. And if you read any part of my body, right, my face, my chest, my back, whatever, my arms, and you see a word or a passage on here, my nose to universe, and it triggers you, I did my job. I didn't have to open my mouth. That's like my tattoos to call everybody the fuck out. I don't care who you are. Religious, awesome. Spiritual, atheist, awesome. But why are you bitching about the person by your side? A zillion people. A zillion people in all the universe. And you're stressing about one. Little old one. Make that make sense. Yes, initially easy said and done, but that's why it's your healing journey. It's not higher sources. It's not none of your family friends. It's not your kids' healing journey. It's your healing journey. If you want to start it. If not, fuck it. Pretty soon I'm going to get tatted right here so everyone can see it's obvious. All capital letters. It's going to say a journey. Everyone's a blue pillar initially. Whatever you believe in, higher source type of situation, but you're crying about one person by your side. But once again, you move on right away, jump into a relationship right away, do the body hopping whole phase. You're on a journey. You're definitely not on a healing journey. Hurt people because you're hurt. Hurt people. Heal people. What do we do with heal people? We got it from Warren. Hey, just to let you know, that's not healthy. I know it sucks and it hurts, but do you really believe that by jumping into a relationship or doing body hopping the whole phase, it'll make your life better? And they can be, they can call you the fuck out. Like, who are you to judge me? Like, everyone has the right to judge everybody, you know that, right? Judging reality is called communication. You observe people, to study people, to try to comprehend them. And it's really simple to comprehend people. It's energy. Studying my eyes, my facial expressions, my body language, my tone of voice, the way I treat others, the way I treat myself, and my environment. I judge everybody. I see squares, circles, zombies. If I was to walk the streets of Seattle, right? Seattle, Washington, it's a scenario watching me. Only people that have been following me, they know that I speak this tongue, only 3 codes: squares, circles, zombies on this arm. And I point at people. I can judge everybody. Yo, you're a square, empathetic person, you're a nice and natural. You're a circle, you're narcissistic, a bad girl, fuck girl. You're a zombie, you're an addict and addiction. It's energy. I don't even gotta know you. I just study and observe you, and that's it. And they'd be like, people call you out. Only God can judge me. Everybody I get judged out. I want you to judge me. Judging people, once again, is communication. Observe people. But once again, when they call me out, face tattoo, who are you? 1% woke. We're the referee judges of all the universes. That's who we are. To wake you the fuck up. Hey, what you're doing is wrong, man. You might have done a lot of wrong in life. It's not ever too late, But that is your choice, if you will, to start the healing journey. I'm not a Bible thumper. You have to change. You have to work on yourself. No, you don't gotta do shit. That is your choice, if you will, whenever you want to. I keep it simple, once again, black and white. Higher source and beings. What are we? We're all communication. We talk to each other. Text, social media platforms. You do a podcast, whatever you're doing, right? And for them, we're messengers. That's all we are. Nothing more than less. Nobody has to comprehend nobody. Only you as one being can do comprehension. So with these conversations, what are you doing? What's everyone doing? Planting seeds. That's all we're doing. The person that hears this, watches this, whoever we're speaking to, they can sit and observe you. They can take that seed and water it, learn from it, study whatever you're talking about, or they can let the seed die. But any of the seed dies, as long as you remember certain words, or you know what, I heard this 5 years ago. At my situation, 5 years ago, May 3rd, 2020, I died, not physically, emotionally, spiritually. My ex, the mother of our boys, got up and left. 7 years she gave us, and it was a blessing in disguise, as we say, the healing journey, right? And it was facts, but here's the kicker. All that corny bullshit, which I just like, you have to learn the hard way. And blessing, yeah, I get it, comprehend it, but it would have been nice. It would have been nice. All these people on these platforms, if they teach the shit in middle school, high school, in every school, but I get it, because these weak ass elites, the too narcissistic, they don't want you to start the healing journey in middle school, high school. They don't want you to be observant. They want you to study, go to school, go to college. Cool, do that. Bet, get a business, OnlyFans, gang mafiosos. How the hell are you a kingpin, billions of dollars, a man-made fucking dollar, and you're shedding tears over one person, all the universe? Yeah, money, power, and fame. Legal money or illegal money. And you crying about one person, you're stressing about one person. Make that shit make sense. Yeah. That's why it matters who you have by your side as a partner. If they're a circle too narcissistic, these bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girls, they're a toxic love. They're destroyers. They're too narcissistic. You're an empathetic person, you're doing the opposite track. And the downfall, you're too empathetic like I was. What do? I pray by how it manifests. The higher source will change in one day. You offer love. Yeah, you will over love, you overgive, you will do everything. And then when they get to believe and they cheat on you, break up, it's destroy the fuck out of you. And initially, like I did, you can cuss out God, higher source. Yeah, oh God. Went to church, read the Bible, Quran, Buddha, whatever you believe in, right? And I got fucked every which way. So this is what I got to go through? Like, yeah, sure, I guess. Would you agree that odd people look odd for a reason? Potentially, but what like, once again, looks, you can call me odd, but here's the best part. They're just words. Positive, negative words, every which way. But that's just the body itself. Like, I'm not saying don't be attracted to the potential to be, but like Avatar, traditional corny ways, I love you. Awesome. It's good to hear, sure, it's a compliment, right? But do they actually love you? Or they're saying that because that's what you want to hear? Avatar, I see you. That's deeper than I love you. How so? Because I see the inside you first and foremost. Then the outside, the environment. Because if I date you as a potential, I date all your fucking universe. So I would ask you about everything. Have you started your healing journey? If the kids are involved, you do co-parenting. I observe everybody to the fullest. Well, yes, Queen, how you doing? How's it going? And I say respectfully. I don't do traditional corny ways where we go on dates. What are dates? If tradition was working, why is everyone suffering? Especially the queens, all the empathetic queens. Why do you give us 1,000 chances? And that 1,000 chances could be a year, 2 years, 20 years. I gave them 20 years of my life. Yeah, that's all 20 years of life. And they fucked you over. And, they cheat on you, whatever. Yeah, that with that one person, 20 years deep, it could have been 20,000 people. You don't know that. And that's the shit. That's why I tell you stories for everybody, man. It's you as it being. But let me play some clips, And once again, all these clips, you don't see what I see. You hear somebody. That's even better because now I use the imagination station. Like, you hear someone speaking, and when I play a clip, it bothers triggers you. Talk to yourself. Why and how am I bothered? That guy behind the screen, he's not even speaking. I hear somebody speaking. I don't see nobody. I hear somebody. But once again, no one has to be here. Y'all can leave, I just do this once again. It's a live podcast. A lot of people don't do what I do because they don't know how to. They don't have enough patience, or they're triggers and traumas and bullshit. And on all these platforms, yes, cyber bullies. I love to bully bullies. Guess what? Because the person they're bullying, that's the version of myself. I never realized boundaries. I know how to be mean, how to reverse psychology, match energy, quote unquote. Now I match energy every which way. If you was here the previous live session, which was like, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 hours ago, some guy jumped on and started talking shit, And I love to bully bullies. He was talking this bullshit, trying to be, cyber troll type of situation. What I kept saying, your mother. He was like, you're a bitch, whatever. Until before I blocked him, they cut the social media, that block button. What he wanted to finish to say was, don't talk about my mother, but I hear don't talk about, and I just blocked him. So what I do now, I bully bullies, and here's what happens. He don't know my information. He can look for me, but not. I live in his head, his mansion rent free. Fuck that guy with the tattoos. I respect him, not really in the competition, but I won. Because now in his head, I live the rent free. Every day awake, he wakes above ground. Why are you allowed to people live in your head rent free? Dead ass, why? Like, like the analogy metaphor, you have enough food on your plate, your personal life, your own stress, healing journey, all that shit you're going through, right? Why do you want to add more food to your plate? Your eyes are bigger than your mouth. People are going through shit. Like, be supportive best as possible, just don't forget about yourself. But yes, you're a people pleaser. It makes me feel good to help others out. Cool, that's beautiful. If you can control and protect your energy best as possible. If not, then make it TikTok. Put it on your platform. Be spiffy. Play the role of victim sob story. Boo hoo me. I help people out. Now I'll take my energy. You think you're the only one that made that TikTok? Made that post? Everyone does that shit in the healing journey. And I'm the one that see that comment. I make a comment, hey, then kind of control and protect your energy best as possible. Don't get involved with people. Realize boundary. Hey, shit out. I know you're going through it, so am I. Right now, respect for because you don't want to be mean, hurt people's feelings, but they're being mean to you and hurting your feelings. Not intentionally wise. Maybe they are potentially. But you're going through the breakup. They're going through the breakup. Like, I was having a good day until you start talking about your ex. I haven't even thought about my ex. Now, since you talked about yours and your situation, hey, one of these, how you doing, Queen? Now I'm in my feelings. So please try to control your side best as possible. And just to let you know that I respect your feelings. Know your boundaries. People say, fuck you. You're a devil, you're being mean to me. That is their choice of free will. Remember, rejection is protection. Don't be around people that don't take your energy type of situation, especially if you can't control it. Especially the energy of what? The physical touch. The physical touch. TLC sex intercourse. Can you control that? Someone, lovey-dovey, they came to religious, spiritual, and they ghost you. They get TLC, right? And they ghost you. Now you feel used. They took energy, yes, and they sold you a dream. And magically you fell for it. How'd you fall for the dream for? Just because they said God, Buddha, astrology, numerology, crystals, Wiccans, the healing journey. A for effort. Anybody can marry anybody. Everybody, you're based on in life in general, like your partners, exes, benefits, whatever term you want to use. Physical beings you actually have, like, a connection with energy with. Everybody mirrors everybody. You might speak their lingo, the way they carry themselves, the way they dress. Everybody mirrors everybody. But how do you allow people to sell your dreams? That's the shit for everybody out there. Especially the queens. I'm not saying all men, all women, but for the most part, a lot of, how you doing, number one, how's it going? A lot of queens are empathetic wise. So don't let people sell your dreams. And respect it for you. Higher source can't do it for you. Because if that was factual, you would not fall on your face. I promise you all the red flags right there. Every red flag in the universe is right in front of your face. All the answers in front of your face. You just don't know that yet. But anyways, I'm gonna play this clip. Once again, I got woken up like a half an hour ago. So you know what? I'm awake. Let me go live for an hour and I'll pass out again, But anyways, this queen on TikTok, she's going through a breakup. I guess it's day 5. And that just sucks. But first day, she's gonna shed tears. Each day it hurts a lot. And then when people ask you questions like, are you okay? How you doing? What happened? You see, in my situation 5 years ago, I couldn't even talk about it. It fucking fucks you up bad. And even though the relationship was toxic, it was like my ex and I, it was a blessing in disguise. She gave me 7 years, gave me 1,000 chances, not 1,001. So emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, she checked out. And that's when it's over. It's like, oh shit. And that's what trombone. What's the trombone? You break up 1 time, 2 times, 20 times. They cheat on you billions of times, but you always take them back. Yeah, the trombone suck. That's like codependency, man. I need them in my life. Like, yeah, because you focus on the good times, like 10 times, and then 1,000 bad times. But it's alright, because as long as the 7 times are good, that's all that matters. It outweighs the bad ones, which is so fucking ass backwards. But because you're on a journey, you don't see what many of us see. Anyone that it's your real support teams, people in the healing journey, they're the ones that, hey, like, that's not healthy. I did the same thing. I did all the shit you're doing. I did the same shit. Don't be hard on yourself. I'm here for you. I won't give up on you. Others might give up on you because guess what? They'll even tell you. Guess what? If you're not talking about your ex, I don't want to hear it. If you keep talking about your ex, I'll let you know. I'll just walk away. I'll just block you. They have the right to do that. Everybody has the right to push you away because you're still stuck on your ex. I don't know how many you have, and that's the shit. So to forewarn you, you don't have to comprehend that it's your choice for will. Life matters who you have by your side as a partner. And just to let you know that the last potential to be the top. I mean, last year, not even my girlfriend, a potential. Forever, last dying breath, marriage, grow with each other. It's not factual. Because one day, to put fear in you, one day they can just wake up, you know what? They go to work and they don't ever come back home. They could take their stuff or leave their stuff. That is their choice, if you will. Now they left you. Now you're all alone once again. They're not by your side. And you can sit there and question your self-worth. And it's you have the right to feel like that. But if you're in the healing journey, you intend each breakup, however it happens, you figure it out. Okay, they left. This kind of sucks. So what happened? And talk to yourself. Like, if you did your part best as possible, then you did your part best as possible. Don't be like, maybe you gotta get more TLC, sex intercourse, money, power. It doesn't matter. You could have been a porn star, $1 billion. It's not you. Time has run out, quote unquote. No one's guaranteed forever. But once again, observe it. So you can see the red flag. Oh, well, it was like the Bible in the beginning. In the beginning, their relationship was so good. We all said the same exact bullshit, corny ass line in the beginning, which I will get that in my body. And then you make sure it's a hoodie. So to trigger and get all the religious people, attention, and people that just know the term in the beginning. All that's from the Bible. Like, I'll be, yes, it is from the Bible, quote unquote, but it's actually in life. What do you mean in life? Everyone that gets relationships, middle school to whatever, 30, 40, 60 years old. In the beginning, it was good, so good. So why had to go from love to toxic love, Hey, what's up, number 3? How you doing? How's it going? Oh, how you been? How's it going? How's life?
Long time no see. Man, shit, chilling, man.
Mm-hmm.
My lane, man. Staying in my lane, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get a rebate. That's about it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just chilling now.
Yeah.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? But I've been banned for a month, and I just got my ban lifted yesterday. So.
Oh, well, welcome back. I'm asking, what'd you get banned for?
Yeah.
Did they let you know what you get banned for? I'm asking.
I was rolling on camera.
Oh, yeah. Cam down. You can, cam down.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful with that, most definitely. This is a rules and regulations type of situation.
Yeah, no. I mean, I knew better.
It's cool. You're back,
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah, but I know you was talking something real deep, so I'm gonna calm down and shut up.
Are you a king? Do you think, most definitely? Good to see you.
Yeah, really. Yeah, great seeing you, man.
But let me play this clip real fast. Once again, and me personally, I saw this like this morning, and now I'm following her because that's the cool thing about social media, which I recommend to everybody. Like, when you go through breakups in life, you start the healing journey. Yo, do a podcast, go live, or do your TikToks and shit. You might get followers, man. I just observe people, And the healing journey sucks going through breakups. Cause you sit there and like, fuck. And your head's going through like overthinking triggers suck. Cause now you're overthinking everything. Like, what could have done better? In your head, in our fucking minds, your mind's strong titanium or it's weak but like a piece of paper. Especially when it comes to breakups, you're like, what could have done better? You can dissect it 1 billion times. I should have, shoulda, woulda, coulda, but you didn't. And it's over now. They might give you another chance potentially, but are you ready for that? Are you, not just one side, both sides ready for that? Me personally, I don't recommend going back to your exes. Like I'd say it's facts. Exes for a reason, right? But who knows? Maybe it'd be a better outcome down the road. I don't know. That is your choice to feel. But here's the kicker: if it hurts now, right? You ready for a second time, a third time? Respectfully, because you always try this in the beginning, lovey-dovey, all that shit. And now it's falling apart again. You want to go through a second time? Just to forewarn you.
I never thought I was gonna make a video like this, especially not exposing, but like talking about my life because I'm so private. But I told myself like, hey, I was actually talking to my friend, and there's a lot of people that can relate. There's a lot of people that go through the same issues. But today is day 5 of a post 8-year breakup. And it's starting to kick in. It's starting to hit. And it sucks because I never thought that, losing a best friend, losing your other half, grieving would be so difficult. Especially knowing the fact that that person's there, and it was so easily for her to cut me off like a light switch. And I'm here in my feelings, going through it, battling each and every day, and somehow I'm still asking myself why. That why will never be answered, but it's okay. It's okay. But only God knows why things work the way they do, why I entered her life for whatever reason, and whatever reason it was for her to exit. But I told myself I will be posting my journey, so wish me luck, because this is the toughest challenge I've ever taken. But and in the midst of all that, you know, I've gone through so much and continue to go through so much, but I have faith and I won't give up. So I hope you stay tuned for this journey, because it's going to be one crazy one. Deuces.
Yeah, that was me 5 years ago. Breakups suck, man. And it's not really a competition, but going to break up with kids, like trying to do co-parenting, easier said than done. Because the feelings every which way. Like, you know, my ex and I, the mother of boys, right, like second baby moms, like 7 years. Like, in the beginning, the victim mentality, right, like, I gave her 7 years. Victim mentality. You have the right to say that, but as you start the healing journey, more the awakening journey, we gave each other 7 years. And that's the type of every which way, like, you know, fear in a positive manner, as a forewarning, you don't have to comprehend. But the longer you are with an individual, the more it's going to hurt you. Especially the ones that are more empathetic. Typically, you females are. Respectfully say that, you know, I'm not saying all, a lot. And you give your all, yes, and now it's over. Now, do, and once again, I say respectfully, like, when kids are not involved, no kids, I do much on the ones. Yo, king, queen, run. What? Be like Forrest Gump. Fucking run. If you have the money, power, and fame, leave. Move somewhere else. But remember that you can leave, right? Cool, you physically left. But if you're stuck in a trauma bond, I was you. Don't be surprised when you go back. What? And you say, I'll never go. Say, actions speak louder than words. If you're stuck in a trauma bond, you know, you can pray back home, manifest all you want. You're the only one that can let go. You're the only one that can break a trauma bond. Higher source beings, we can't do it for you. We go hold you and guide you. We have support teams, have this conversation. That's a positive. But when I go my way, I say this all the time. I'm behind the screen, face to face, my one-on-ones. Good conversation, right? Cool. So now I go my way and you go your way, face to face behind the screen. I'm not sounding depressed. All these tattoos, my scars, these tattoos, these are your cuts and wounds. You're still stuck on your exes. You having to go with your anxiety, depression, PTSD, suicidal thoughts. I had all those. Past tense. Because beings, you know. And now it's happening. Shit's happening. And then you can move on. Will you give me a chance? Well, if they give you a chance, will you take it? Do you want to go? You want to fly on your face again? The idea that they're healing in the healing journey, or if they're just on a journey, they're not going to know this conversation at all. And once again, and it sucks. The beginning of a breakup sucks every single time, but the positive, if there's no kids involved, fucking run. Dead ass run, move, you know? If kids are involved, wait till the little one asks you, yo, mom, dad, where's mom at? Where's dad at? It's gonna fuck you up. It'll choke the fuck up. And then people that, me, I was going to, you know, I'm doing right now, Seattle Farmers Market. Look, I'm very, very extroverted. I love to talk to people, right? Especially Seattle. 5 years ago to break up, fucking quiet. Customers obviously know me, right? And then I'm extroverted, I bullshit with them. Now I'm all quiet. Staying quiet. Then they ask you okay? Like, I can't answer that simple question. Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. Cool thing about technology, what I do, got my cell phone, my I think it's Notes that it's called. Let me tell you now. Yeah, Samsung Notes in general. And I typed it up. And I said, you okay? If I verbalize it, no, I'm not okay, I'm gonna choke the fuck up. Start bawling like a bitch. Respect when I say that, right? So I got my cell phone technology, and they read it. Sorry, I'm going through a breakup. Can't really talk. You know, the answer is no, I'm not doing good. If I answer that verbally, I'm going to shed tears. So I don't respect, I don't cry for everybody. And the customers, they're cool, man. They're like, oh, cool, yeah. You know, it'll get better, you know. That's cool. I just smile, nod my head, and that's it. No words. You know, that's fucking bad. Yeah, that's the shit for everybody out there. You can have the most badass relationship in your head, you know, in your feelings. Imagine they just wake up one day and they're out. They leave, they cheat, they ghost. And then you gotta Still gotta go to work. Gotta go to college, whatever. If you can. If you can. You know? Because once again, heartbreak. Your heart, once again, it's a term, right? My heart's broken. Your heart's just the organ that pumps blood. What you're having is what? Emotional breakdowns. What is it? Anxiety attacks. Depression, the motivation. Stress. Because one person, they're not here no more. Now, the idea, you continue on with life best as possible. Wing it best as possible. If not, you can't go to work. Yo, bills don't stop. You know, you have someone take care of you financially. Cool. If you don't, you don't go to work, you don't go to college, you're losing all that shit because one person, one person in your life, and it does suck, and it is gonna hurt. But that pain is not forever. It's only if you allow it to be forever. What? You, not me. I had that respect for you. I was you guys. You know, I wanted to break up the shit. Healing journey. If higher source is not suffering, I'm a single father kids. I lost two families. I'm not suffering. Then why are you suffering? Respectfully. You want to talk about it? You don't have to. I respect your boundaries, but here's the kicker. The day, and to forewarn you, the day you have a partner or you want to get in a relationship and they ask you the same question I have to ask you, what are you going to do? And this is the person you love, quote unquote. This is the person you want to be with, quote unquote. A potential partner. And they ask you the same question I have to ask you, what will you do? Push them away? And let's say they're in the healing journey and you better start your healing journey. Just to forewarn you, you don't have to comprehend. They can get up and leave. I'll let you know. Let's say I'm a potential partner. I say this all the time. If you're a potential partner and you keep pushing away, I just let you know, hey, like, to trigger you. Put much, at the door up in your mansion. You can cuss me out. I don't care about words. I'll tell you, you're broken. What? You're broken. You have a lot of healing to do. I just walk away. Those words can traumatize you. But the best part is this. These words don't have no feelings. These words, these conversations, these languages have no feelings at all. So how's all the universe and the feelings about things that have no feelings at all? Make that make sense? All that love staying inside of my body. What? I told you you're broken. You have a lot of healing to do. Well, broken, you feel broken? Does healing work about healing? No. We beings do. I was you. Anyone tell you that in the healing journey, a real support team, you're the words myself, you know? I know those eyes, I know that fear, I know those tears. I was you. What was past tense? All the shit you go through or what you're about to go through, I won't ever go through it again. Because I don't need a partner. Codependency, I want a partner. If she wants I, we match and I take energy. There it is. It's black and white, straight to the point. What? You don't need people. You want people. Codependency, kids. I'm a single father kids. Kids need me for now. They'll become teenagers, young adults, and one of these days leave the household. And the idea, quote unquote, the idea our kids make it. Go into the Matrix, survive this shit. And the Matrix, nobody can beat the fucking Matrix. Nobody in the whole universe, all the fucking realms can't beat it. All you do is maintain job, money, car, home. Don't matter if it's McDonald's, little Honda. You live in a studio. As long as you as one being, you're blessed and you love your life you're living, you're fucking blessed. Everybody else that bullies you, respect you, fuck every single one of them. Anybody that bullies you is not a good person. If they're bullshitting, it's cool cracking jokes, yeah. But if they're being like authentic, like you work at McDonald's still, you still with your parents, they're bullying you. That's not a good person at all. Don't have them in your life. Don't matter who it is, your parents, your own kid, family, whomever the fuck it is, Like, personally, I'll tell you, but calm the fuck out. Like, why do you believe in God, Buddha, whatever, these higher sources, quote unquote? Why do you believe you're a good person? You're not a good person. Look at you. I don't bully you, So why are you bullying me? And it could trigger them. But once again, buy with the people in the healing journey. People are empathetic, which I might use my tattoos, squares. If you're a square, I'm a square, we can talk about it to the fullest. If you're a circle too narcissistic, you're just on a journey. No healing journey. You can say, you can verbalize, make a TikTok like, yeah, I'm on a healing journey. Actions speak louder than the words. But you're still fucked with fuckable body hopping the whole face. Run is just being wild. Yeah, awesome. Do all that. But God can do it for me. Verbalize that. But if God can do it for you, why hasn't he done it for you? Why are you still sounding depressed? Why are you shedding tears? Why are you still fucking up in life? Higher souls want you to change, but will you change? Higher souls want you to leave, but will you leave? And once again, I was you. All this shit I talk about, all these tattoos, I would never go through it again. There's a zillion people in the whole universe, all my stressed about one, respectfully. And that's why I play these clips. You don't see her face. You see my face. I'm staying quiet. I'm not even speaking. She's going through it. Day 5, she posted that this morning. I was like, once again, I followed her because why? 5 years ago, I was, sir. I tell people, I tell everybody, it's easy said than done. But the cool thing about social media, technology, like journaling, first and foremost, it's cool, but it's a lot of writing. I'm a geek techie. I can type all day, but even then, that's a lot of work, a lot of typing. Technology, audio blogs, baby steps. When you're ready to, which I highly recommend, do video blogs. Try it for a week. Try it for a week. And once again, when you're ready to, technology, you have a smart TV, smartphone, screamer that shit, share it to your TV. Grab your popcorn. Now sit there and watch yourself. Study yourself. See if you're actually being honest with yourself. You're lying to yourself. A lot of people, I'm in the healing journey. I let them go. I'm doing good. Yeah, verbally you're saying that. I can look at you, observe you, like, yeah, like you're saying that, but by energy, your facial expressions, your eyes, you're not doing good. Don't worry, I was you. That's why those, like the Phantom of the Opera, those little, the smile now, cry later, that little saying, quote, it's factual. A lot of them has smiles, but behind it, we're dying crying, away from work, away from everybody, lunch break, ball like a bitch like I used to. I would ball like a bitch in my car, right? And when I was overaging myself, and I would shed my tears, cool, relieve that negative energy, quote unquote, that stress, but I don't know what to do with it. Like, cool, I shed the tears, I feel better, and then here's all the overthinking, all the triggers. I'm still in a toxic ass relationship with my first baby mom, bitching about life, but God got me. Like, yeah, higher source got you emotionally and spiritually, but who has you physically? And you bitching about the person by your side, that's what I'm saying. Black and white shit to the point, man. When you in your car, are you happy to go home? Are you dreaming to go home? If you're happy to go home, welcome to your peace, your temple, your already heaven on earth. If you're dreaming to go home, fuck, I gotta deal with them. Welcome to your dungeon, your sentence in your hell on earth. No one's gotta die to go to heaven and hell at all. You live in this shit every day above ground, literally. But once again, I'll see what's up with her. And me personally, once again, like especially on TikTok, and many platforms, Facebook, IG. If you're going through a breakup, I'll bombard you with all this. Like, you probably think I'm spamming because you'll see people's comments. And you see mine, I put like 15 little notes to the universe in a row, and I'm doing a sequence. Like the first one that I put, especially with breakups, right? It says, empathy is a narcissist is a true recipe to a toxic love, broken, codependent relationship. Now you know why you suffered. And you be like, let's see, you see that comment, you're like, what's an empathist? There's no such thing to warn you of an empathist. My tattoo, empathist, it's just say, what you call it, what's in there, right? I'm tired. Empath. So this is narcissist, right? This is narcissist even above the eyebrow. If it said empath, it would just only be like half here. You know what? To make it even, narcissist, empathist. So when people see like, what's an empath? I know what a narcissist is. I've heard the term, but what's an empathist? I go, well, it's my word. I did it just to make it even, but it's an empath. Oh, so are you one? I go, yeah, on the overall, but I could be narcissistic. Anybody can. Really? All this bullshit, you gotta get diagnosed? No, you don't. They're called, keep it simple, black and white, they're called triggers. All these bullshit terminologies, right? Especially when it comes to the DSM-5 book, BPD, MPD, CBTSD, everyone got that bullshit. Look at your kids. How's a little kid beefing with somebody, fighting over the siblings and bullshit over a toy? And you watch them, the devil comes out of them. And that's a little kid. They hurt each other, right? Yeah, narcissist traits. They might, obviously, they don't know terminology. That's why you talk to your kids as best as possible. Hey, that's not good. If you keep doing what you're doing when you get older, I tell my kids, I'm gonna traumatize you with the word monkeys. I call them all monkeys. Anyone that fight, if it's not a professional sport, UFC fighter, boxer, so on and so on, you like to fight, yeah, I call you a monkey, man. So my tattoo right here, it says, somewhere it says monkeys, zoos, jails, prisons. Why? Because all you monkeys that fight should be in zoos, but you cannot put a human in a zoo because that's inhumane. So you got jails and prisons on layaway for everybody. Go catch a case. And when you're locked up, what are you choosing? What are you doing? When you get out, change your ways for the better, or go fall on your face and keep catching cases. And then claim, quote unquote, and think that you're a good person. Make this shit make sense. You're a verbal abuser, physical abuser, and you think, not know that you're a good person, religious person, spiritual person, atheist person. Make this shit make sense. I'll let you know you're not a good person. A little bit of good, a lot of bad. So why do you keep doing bad every which way? Hey, number one, how you doing? How's it going? Respectfully when I say that. I know it's tricky when I say that, but keep it 1,000, I keep it 1,000 round real. I'm not here to sell dreams like you're a good person. Even though I look at you and observe and study you, I know you're not. I know you sell dreams. I'll let you know. You know, you're not a good person. You know, you can change your ways whenever you want to. That is your choice and free will. Higher source can't do it for you. If higher source is not doing what you're doing, then why are you doing what you're doing? And that's why I keep it black and white, straight to the point. All these conversations, all my tattoos, like whatever you believe in, empath, narcissist, God, Buddha, whatever it is, right? Whomever it is. Respect when I say that. To keep it simple, straight to the point, every day above ground, what do we all have? Free will and choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be empathetic, the nice and nice role, to be narcissistic, the bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck role. A premeditated choice, which you are not changing, you are choosing. All my tattoos, straight to the point. No years of therapy, counseling, higher source, none of that. What? We're all fucking light switches. Someone triggers you, which is what? Your trauma's and bullshit. You're bothered. When y'all driving, you see my tattoo? People like, see at the farmer's market. Oh, you got like a stoplight? Yeah, why? Well, at your attention. You know what that is? The stoplight's an image, right? So they're called triggers. Red light, you're bothered. Yellow light, angered. Those are called triggers. Your pride and ego. Control that shit as possible. Go outside, get some air, get away from that toxic environment, or stay there. Pride and ego, everyone's narcissist traits, and get triggered. Hit the green light and build hatred. Hatred is like swallowing poison voluntarily. We can all become Cain and take our brother Abel out emotionally, mentally, spiritually, verbally, physically, because we got triggered by what? Words, feelings, conversation, and truth. A premeditated choice. You would ever heard a fly? They say something, that you physically pop them in the mouth, physically. Sorry, SARS don't fix shit. The devil came out of me. Yeah, I wonder why. Yeah, I wonder why. And that's why it's on you. Maybe today you're doing bad. Try tomorrow. That's why the healing journey, day by day, and baby step. It's not a race, no marathon. Everybody's at their own pace. But if you want to do the healing journey, why would people that are in the healing journey, no matter what they claim to be, religious, spiritual, atheist, good people, but as long as the whole giant guides you, like you're doing good. I know you're struggling. You feel like you're not doing good, but just to let you know, you're doing good. I'm observing you. You're doing better than before. You know, yesterday you were struggling, today you're doing better. But it's an emotional roller coaster, right? Because the feelings. Because the feelings every which way, especially when it goes to breakups. Divorces, trying to do co-parenting is not easy in the beginning at all. But the healing journey, the victim mentality, you know, point the finger at your exes, whoever, you know, whatever, the breakup, divorce type of situation. Yeah, you can point the finger, but for how much more longer? That's why the intense, you know, healing journey, victim mentality, all your energy in your ex. All you do is talk about your ex. Like I did 5 years ago, right? I've been doing it for 5 years now. And the awakening journey, less energy in your ex, more energy in the person married. You can still talk about your ex, but you won't be talking about it as much. And you're trying to, you know, work on yourself to progress forward in life. And then the awakening journey, which I believe is the warrior mentality, or survivor mentality. Now, you know, now you're letting your ex go. Forgive, communication, not forget. The second hardest part, you're letting them go. Do closure for yourself. Comprehend why it failed. Do comprehension. Cool. Now you're blessed. Now you start, you know, observing, you know, study yourself, date yourself. What are your boundaries? What are your love languages? What are your standards? The next potential to be when you observe the red flags, right, and your boundaries, when you realize boundaries. Yo, like, just to let you know, I don't deal with jealousy. Day one, off the rip. I'll tell you, I don't deal with jealousy and insecurity issues at all. Well, you see my neck tattoo? On my neck. I'm not your ex nor exes. I am today and now the present. If you're jealous and trolling, you have a lot of healing to do. How about this? Date people like you. What? Date people like you. Match energy. I don't do opposite track. You won't take my energy. So date people that are jealous and trolling. I don't recommend it. It'd be a bloodbath, but that's on you, not on I. And if you want to try this, we can try this, but I'm forewarning you. I already know it's not going to work out because that should let you know I'm very extroverted. If you don't believe me, I do my live podcasts, I do my one-on-ones, and I speak to many, many females. In 5 years, I speak to thousands. They come and go. I just give them advice, and that's it. Hey, for everybody in toxic relationships, or you know, you're going through breakups, the healing journey, the door's right there. You can leave whenever you want to, and just to let you know, they can leave also. What? They can ghost you. Anybody can ghost. It's an oxymoron, right? It's easier to cheat, leave, ghost, than to have the adult conversation, the uncomfortable conversation. Baby, guess what? Like, I think on my side that sparks ending. Like, I'm trying to figure myself out, but potentially more likely, it's not. It's more like an end. You're forewarning them, and it's gonna hurt them more likely. But you already know your partner is gonna become clingy, shedding tears. You don't want to deal with all that drama respectfully, which is your choice for real. Fuck, you know what? I know the way how they are because I know my partner. I'm gonna just ghost, get up and leave. Break up through a fucking text. That is their choice. You ready for that shit? You be at work just chilling at church, loving God, etc., Buddha, whatever you believe in, and you get a text, hey, I couldn't tell you in person, but just to let you know, it's over. I got my stuff and I'm leaving. And you're at church, and you got a text, yeah. It's amazing what a cell phone does, but it's not even the cell phone, it's the owner of the cell phones, And that's the shit for everybody out there. For you can have everything in the universe, money, power, and fame. Cosmetically beautiful, it doesn't matter, because what matters, once again, you're maintaining, which is a positive, which is communication. You don't understand the comprehension part of the person by your side. To forewarn you, that's what matters in life, and the overall is the person by your side. If not, then go through all these tears and try to do the healing journey and get sold a dream. And the idea is to stay in the healing journey as long as possible, so you can comprehend about everything, about everybody that you've been through with type of situation and these feelings. If not, jump into the relationship, because in the beginning, yes, they make you feel good. Body language, you lock eyes, the physical touch, awesome. In the beginning, everyone said the same shit. In the beginning, the relationship was good, cool. That's called love. In the beginning, like the Bible, the first sentence of the Bible, which I tied on my body. And then from there, when did the sparks start ending? What was the red flags at? I don't know. Well, that's why your ex is the idea is to study all of them, every single ex you had in life. What was the red flag? What did you dislike about them? Were they jealous? Were they controlling? Emotionally cheating? Were they abusive? There it is. I don't like that. You don't like that. Those are your standards or your boundaries. Verbalize them day one. I don't deal with people that are jealous, insecure, emotionally cheating, all that, whatever the fuck it is. Verbalize it day one, so they know what they're getting into. And the idea, they match energy. Like, oh, I'm not jealous and trolling. I don't emotionally cheat. I'm not really abusive. It's a leap of faith. The 50-50 shot. They can be honest with you, keep it 1,000 on real, or keep it 100. They're selling you a dream. Like, verbally told you they don't do that. But they know they do that. But they're not doing it yet. So when it starts happening and you observe it, let's say they're jealous and trolling. Hey, you told me like 20 days ago you're not jealous and trolling. Like, now you're actually coming, your true colors coming out. You actually are jealous and trolling. If you keep doing what you're doing, just to let you know, more likely going to end. I don't deal with toxicity at all. I don't deal with any jealousy, insecurity issues. And then once again, on top of it, don't say this. A lot of us, as part of us, say, hey, babe, you changed for me. You know what? Stop being jealous and trolling. Yeah, we'll change for you. Everybody will, right? Because you don't want to lose a relationship, don't want to break up with you type of situation. So you're called a people pleaser. But you change for them. They'll change for you. That's why a lot of queens give us men shit, right? You were doing so good, babe, for 30 days. So why'd you go back to your old ways? Because the breakdown of the situation was I changed for you. I didn't change for myself. So I was people pleasing. That's why the intent is about terminology. Like, yo, babe, check it out. Like, first and foremost, you change for yourself. Second of all, you change for our relationship to keep progressing forward in life. If you don't, which is your choice, if you will, whatever ETA time you want to give them, a week from now, my situation will be nice. If it's not too she's not too toxic, 30 days. What? Just to let you know, in 30 days I'm leaving. And she doesn't remember this. She doesn't comprehend that. People, when you traumatize, you get the breakups. All my exes said the same shit. And we broke up multiple times. Like, yeah, that's your trauma. I'm not your exes. I'm today, now, present. You think, I know that I'm not gonna leave. And what's gonna happen when I do leave? What are you gonna do? Go on social media, make a TikTok on your platform, make a post on Facebook, IG, whatever. Read a book of me. I thought he was playing around. Like, think he's not knowing. I don't play around. I'll let you know day one. I'll get up and leave. But for both of us, just to let you know, the door's right there. I can leave, you can leave. You know that, right? So, are you ready for that? And on top of that, the intent is to talk about everything best as possible. Your energy is strong for you, to where I carry myself. Especially the tattoos. If these petty words trigger you, I tell the potential partners all the time. Like, yo, any part of my body, these tattoos, these, I know Cineverse. If they trigger you, why do you want to be with me? Why do you want to shoot your shot? You're gonna sabotage your life. As I'm sleeping in a baby and you're reading these words, and you read it. You don't have to comprehend it, but every time you see the word, like, toxic, love is inconsistent, scenario, my little phrase, right? They're saying, and it triggers you, don't like that. Cool, so you see me every day like that. So why do you want to be with me? I'll remind you again, I already know why your energy is shifting, because that tattoo. Remember, these are my scars. They're just words. They have no feelings at all. So how does tattoo, these words bother you? You want to keep doing this? I'm just letting you know, you're not going to hurt my feelings. You won't hurt my feelings. The door is right there. You can squash it. You can go to sleep, whatever. I'm your ex now. You know, I can still be a real support team. We can elaborate, figure out why it failed. So you don't do this again, or you just move on right away. Whatever. That is your choice. Just to let you know, I don't chase people. I want to chase an adult, respectfully.
Why does she think it's totally okay to just ignore you? She'll completely blow you off. And when it gets really bad, she'll give you the silent treatment and refuse to talk at all. She knows you care. She knows it's killing you, but she stays quiet anyway. Haven't you asked yourself over and over, what the hell is she thinking? How did we get to this point? Maybe you've always been the nice guy, always making excuses for her, but you really need to hear this. Today, I want to help you see what's really going on here from a relationship psychology perspective. So first off, what is the silent treatment? It's not fighting or yelling at you. It's that whole, I'm not going to explain anything, I'm not going to say no, and I'm definitely not going to respond to you attitude. She acts all quiet, but really she's just wearing you down, controlling you, and basically punishing you. And girls who pull this crap usually have 4 things in common. First, she's totally selfish. Her whole mindset is, if I don't feel like talking, I won't talk. If I don't feel like dealing with you, I won't deal with you. Your feelings, your pain, she couldn't care less. She only cares about herself and what makes her comfortable. You're hurting? That's your problem, not hers. Second, she takes 0 responsibility. She doesn't think relationships are a team effort. She won't work on things, won't communicate, and won't own up to how she's making you feel. When you can't sleep, when you're stressed out, when you can't eat, she doesn't feel bad for you. She just thinks you're being dramatic. She might even be happy when she sees you suffering. Your pain is proof that her cold shoulder is working. This isn't just being distant. This is straight up punishment. Third, she has 0 empathy. Most of us would feel bad seeing a stranger cry, but she can watch you fall apart and not give a damn. You're breaking down, you're miserable, you're hurt, and she just goes, I need space. Here's the thing. Her silence isn't about avoiding drama. She's using silence as a weapon. This isn't about emotions. This is about attitude. Fourth, she's scared of real intimacy and doesn't want a deep connection. The closer you two get, the more she wants to run. You ask a totally normal question, and she acts like you're being clingy. You tell her you're hurt, and she acts like you're being emotional. But here's the kicker. It's not about you. She never planned to take this seriously. She doesn't want to be tied down, and she has 0 intention of showing you any respect. You'll notice she's sweet, polite, and helpful with everyone else. But with you, she's cold, half-hearted, quiet, and always trying to get away. The closer you try to get, the more she pulls back. The more you hope for, the more she disappears. You thought she was just going through a rough patch, but then you realized she never really cared about you in the first place. The nicer you are, the more she ignores you. The more you put up with, the colder she gets. Stop lying to yourself. That person you're pouring your heart into has 0 intention of giving you anything back. You're probably still hoping. Maybe she's just stressed. Maybe she'll go back to normal after a while. But here's what you need to know. Not every silent treatment is about emotions. Sometimes she's just too lazy to deal with you, or she's hoping you'll just give up. You think love should stay passionate forever? But here's the truth. Not every relationship that goes cold is just settling down. Sometimes it's cold because she wanted out a long time ago and just hasn't told you yet. What actually makes relationships last isn't passion or sweet talk. It's whether she actually cares, whether she keeps you in her heart, whether she feels bad when you're hurt, whether she actually gives a damn about you. A girl who's willing to fight with you and talk things out is a girl who wants to make it work. But someone who's always quiet, always running away, always giving you the cold shoulder, she shut the door on you a long time ago. So stop hoping. Don't keep putting up with this crap because you think it might get better. Don't sit there getting treated like garbage while you wait for her to come around. You don't deserve a relationship where you have to walk on eggshells. You deserve love that makes you feel secure, respected, and heard. When you're dealing with this kind of situation, saving yourself matters way more than trying to make it work. You've tried hard enough for long enough. It's time to walk away and put yourself first.
Yeah, that's a lot of love. I remember there's different scenarios, whatever you're into, right? Male, female, etc. But right there, that clip was, that's a person that, which I say, I use the terms, boys and girls, they're too narcissistic. Every which way. They're too egotistic, they're too mean, they're too prideful, they call destroyers. It's all about them, not about you at all. That's why love is consistent, small letters. Toxic love is inconsistent. Everything starts with love in the beginning, right? This is toxic love. And all that shit right there, my first baby mom was too narcissistic. I won't ever do that shit again. I don't deal with girls. I don't deal with women that are healing. The healing journey. That's what I want to deal with. I will deal with, oh, you're on a journey, queen, cool, bye. Do whatever you want to do. Yes, cosmetic queen, you're beautiful. Exotic, OnlyFans. Do all that. Yeah, awesome. But you don't know anything about your feelings. You wouldn't have this conversation. Here's the best part. Read any part of my tattoos. Read a word. Do you know what that means? Can you elaborate? Especially as a woman, quote unquote. No? Then you're a girl, respectfully. You're on a journey. You're not healing. You're not trying to feel his feelings. But yes, you will pull zillions. This cell phone, yeah. Make a post. In the comments, DMs, you have straight gay trans after you. You can pull zillions. I know you can. But the kicker, can you keep them? Can they keep you? It'll be healthy relationships, toxic relationships. Do you offer love? Do you offer toxic love? And typically, the girls and boys say, what does that mean? Exactly. So you're on a journey. You're not a man and woman in the healing journey. You could be 50 years old. The age is not a number. It's the maturity level. An 18-year-old has a maturity level of a 100-year-old. A 100-year-old has a maturity level of an 18-year-old. Yeah, it's all about maturity, you know, on the overall. So, situations like that, when you talk to us, relationships and shit, you know, you're the more empathetic, the nice and nice girl, and you're trying to be a partner, they shut down, they push you away. Typically, on the overall, then that person's too narcissistic. It doesn't matter what the fuck you say you do. Let's go to church together. Awesome, go to church. Let's go do counseling therapy. A for effort, but no one's got to change. They could be going to church, love the universe. They treat everybody else good but you, and they say they love you. Make that shit make sense. You know, that's why with everybody, to let you know, the door is right there. We all say the same shit initially wise. It's hard to leave toxic relationships. It's pathetically easy. We all leave them. What? Everyone leaves them easily. I gotta go to work. She's gotta go to work, or she stays home with the kids. We both left it. The situation is, it's hard not to go back. But I'll call you out. Like I call my overage myself out. Like my real support didn't call me 5 years ago. They called me out. Why do you have to choose to want to go back to the person you bitch about? You have nowhere else to go to. And I bitch about doors. Look at all the doors you go through. You wake up, you go bathroom, door number 1, you the bedroom, all that. Count every door you go through, but the door you bitch about is what? The person by your side. When you're going, you're dreading to go home. There it is. You have nowhere else to go to. And we all say the same thing. Church may feel good. My real support team may feel good. The gym, tattoos, traveling, cool. Dude, you can travel all you want. I'm happy for you. But then when you gotta go back home to your toxic partner, your toxic relationship, why? You just came back from Hawaii. You had a beautiful time, loved the universe, met all these badass people, all that good stuff. You took pictures and videos because you was a tourist, right? But then you're dreading to go back to your partner, like, fuck, I gotta deal with them. Why do you have to? You have nowhere else to go to? You just got back from Hawaii. Why don't you go back to Hawaii, you know? Go with your family and friends. Or stay there and pray by how manifests the higher source magic geek will change this person's ways. So they wake up one day, year, months, babies to be, and they love you like you love them, to let you know it's not going to work in your favor. If higher source can do for all of us, quote unquote, as we were taught to be religious spiritual, why he hasn't done it? He gave everybody free choice. Hey, if I was you, I'd be in a toxic relationship. I would have left a long time ago. What? But your higher source, yeah, I don't deal with toxicity. I gotta believe. I don't need a partner. I want a partner. And don't worry, I was you. So, do you want to leave? You ready to leave? If not, maybe tomorrow, or maybe a week from now, a year from now. It's not ever too late, but the sooner the better. But love you guys. I'm out of here. I gotta go sleep. I get sleep for a couple hours. I'm gonna start working on my car. Excuse me. Get ready to do some DoorDash therapy tomorrow at the farmer's market and see my kiddos on the weekend. So you guys won't see me again probably till like, I don't know, maybe Monday, Tuesday. I don't really have a set schedule. I just pop up, go live for a couple hours. Once again, I'm intending speaking. I should have been sleeping right now, but I knew one-on-one. She reached out. What I preach about: life, raw real life, raw real feelings, toxic love, broken codependent relationships, and she's going through it. Fresh breakup. But the cool thing about her is only a year in. I was like, Queen, that's a positive. I know it's a year, but it's only a year, and overall it's good. The longer you are with an individual, more it's gonna hurt you. So the idea that you don't give him another chance, you don't take him back. But as that is your choice, if you will. I'm here to talk to you, hold you and guide you, and that's it. But just to let you know, you don't have to comprehend this higher source. Nobody else can do it for you but you. It's spirit and mirror. You're the only one that can let go. What? God wants you to leave, but will you leave? God wants him to change, but will he change? That is your choice, if you will. That is his choice, if you will. I'm talking to you, and don't worry, I was you. And you know, we talked about like an hour, right? And she was like, man, you make it sound so easy. I go, you know what, Queen? That statement I've heard 5 years of my life now. And I said the same shit to my real support team 5 years ago. You make it sound so easy. And they told me, you know what they told me? Like, I'm telling you, because I was you. What? I was you. I'm not seeing you physically. I'm talking behind a cell phone. But if I was seeing you face to face, I know those eyes. I know the tears. I know that fear. It's scary to leave. It's scary that it's shit's, it's ending. It's real. It's ending. Yeah. You ready for this? Or give him another chance. How many more chances you giving him? And every time you give him a chance, how long is he good for? A week? A month? Then he goes back to his old ways? Or he cheats on you again? Fuck. I pray for you, man. And once again, I told her, I won't give up on you. You can fall on your face. I won't let you drown. You put your hand out, higher source. Emotionally and spiritually, yes, they're by your side. God never left you. Buddha, Muhammad, whatever you believe in, never left you. But physically, no one takes your hand. No one has this healing journey. It'll get better. Thank you for a nice positive compliment, but can you elaborate how it gets better? That's why people in the healing journey, because we don't give up on you. That's why I say analogy metaphor. I told her. Analogy metaphor, I think she's like 25 years old, I believe she said. And goes, Queen, so verbally I'm talking to you, right? So everything I'm about to tell you, in my match in my head, you're my inner child. You're a 25-year-old version of myself. So I'll give you everything I can give you. Remember this, you don't have to comprehend anything I'm about to tell you. That is your choice, free will. If whatever questions you have, if I'm too much for you, if you want me to repeat myself because I know I speak fast, I'm trying to speak slower, I apologize. I'm almost slow, I'm exhausted, I'm only one person, but I'm here for you. I won't let you drown. That's the most unjust feeling to have, is like you put your hand out and you feel like you're drowning and you don't know what to do. And you go to church. Yeah, go to church. Church makes you feel good. Whatever makes you feel good in the healing journey, right? Especially on the breakups. Why can't you have that feeling, that same feeling 24/7, 365? Like all these gym brats. Once again, it's cool being a gym brat, right? But do you have balance? Do you take care of the body? You physically fit, which I'm trying to do more with gym therapy, right? But what about upstairs, your mental? You're losing weight, you're shedding tears. I'm shedding tears, but not shedding tears. Just shedding weight, which is beautiful, right? Then you care of the body, but what about upstairs, your mental health? Are you losing a little bit of anxiety, depression, PTSD? Are you losing your exes? What? I don't think about that. Cool. Then run from yourself. Lift all those weights. Every time you're sad, go to the gym. Every time you're depressed, go to the gym. How about this? You already said it. Everyone says whatever it is, whatever your go-to, drugs, partying, kick it, whatever the fuck it is, right? Get more tattoos. Go there. That same feeling. Why can't you have that same feeling 24/7, 365? Don't ever leave church. What? Don't ever leave church. Don't ever leave the gym. Sit right there. It makes you feel good, right? Stay right there. Don't leave. But I can't have to tell everybody. I was called out 5 years ago. Church, this conversation, healing journey, like, it makes you feel good. And they tell me, yo, King, that's beautiful, but why can't you have that 24/7, 365? What? We have these conversations. I have my own life. I gotta go my way. I will talk again for sure, but now you're by yourself. It's all you again. You're not talking to nobody. You ready for that? Like, oh yeah, and it's scary. Trust me. Initially, it's really scary. And it hurts. But once again, it's on you. It's on you. This pain is not forever at all. It's only if you allow it to be. Higher source can't take it from you. You got to go through it, quote unquote. You got to feel your feelings to comprehend feelings to evolve in life. That's why it's all about the healing journey. The younger the better for sure, because if you get older, you're going to say the same shit that I say that everyone says when you're older. I wish I was younger. I wish it didn't exist. If my parents taught me better, it doesn't exist. They didn't teach you better. But the cool thing with social media, technology, I try to do a podcast. Share your notes, knowledge, wisdom, analogy, metaphor, riddles, stories to the universe. That's a positive. And just to let you know, no one has to comprehend you, but all it takes is one person to make comment, ask a question, spark conversations. That's all it takes. That's my motto to everybody. If you look at somebody in the streets, right, you look at somebody. My situation. I used to watch Washington State. All these boys and girls, not men and women, they look at me. I'm the devil in their fucking eyes because of my tattoos, right? Very introverted. It doesn't hurt my feelings, right? But they all look at me. They don't say shit. The energy, facial expressions, the disgusted. I don't give a shit. I don't. The only person I need, chase, compete, submit, I need validation from the person marrying myself. Go to Seattle, the west of the best side, especially the Queens. In Seattle, I'm famous in Seattle. Because why? Not because of me. Because of my tattoos. They all say the same thing. Man, you have a lot of tattoos. You have a lot of words on you. Yeah. You don't get bothered when people ask you that question. You're tired about it. No, I love the question. I did it. It's all these tattoos for an attention getter. But I don't need validation for nobody at all. What? They're just words, petty ass words. If you read a word or a phrase on my body and it triggers you, you want to talk to yourself. Why am I bothered? Especially if I'm a nobody, I don't know you. They're just words tied on my body. You know, and they'd be like, "You're good." Pride and ego that I control. I know. I at your attention. We're all talking because of my tattoos, not because of myself at all. Because of tattoos. Now you have this conversation, energy, and they'll tell me, you know, before I saw you. Well, I'll take it back. I saw you right before you open your mouth. You know, your looks are very deceiving because when you start speaking to people and we're talking, like, you have positive energy. Like, yeah, it's all these tattoos, the healing journey. It's knows the universe. No one has to comprehend them. But the positive is, it'll trigger you in a positive manner or negative manner. But if you look at me, if you don't, like I tell the queens, you looked at me, right? You were studying me, observing me, wise, judging me, which I want you to judge. Judging, nothing wrong with judging people. It's communication. Now observe them, study them, right? So you're studying me. Now you wait for me to open my mouth. Oh shit, you're cool. Now we're talking. So, because these words, and that's what I say all the time. East of Washington, I'm the devil in their fucking eyes. So they all look at me. They don't make comments. They don't ask questions. They won't ever spark a conversation. They won't ever know. Thinking is not knowing. Assuming is not knowing. Judge is not knowing. Gossip is not knowing. So they all look at me. I am A, and they are B. But instead of talking to me, right, asking the question, make comment, they go to social media. They go to their family and friends. That guy right there, prison tattoos, gang mafioso, he's crazy. They can all say that shit. It don't hurt my feelings. I don't care. Please talk about me. It don't hurt my feelings at all. But let's see someone else comes to me, hey, so I heard you're gang mafioso, prison tattoos. Like, yeah, you heard wrong, but no. Respect when I say that a lot of people got to prison, you know, they found God, Jesus, and they become Bible thumpers. Respect, nothing wrong with that. When I say I respect that term, right? But all I preach about is God. The idea, if you're preaching about it, higher source, whatever you believe in higher source, you live the life best as possible. Because how can you, especially more on the male side, you know, because a lot of boys are narcissistic wise, how can you say God, Buddha, etc., right? And you're emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, physically abusive, being a fuckboy, right? And you go to church. A for effort. You went to a building. You read the Bible, the Quran, whatever, you know, Buddhism, whatever you're studying. A for fucking effort. You treat everybody else good but your partner. God, all my tattoos on both shoulders. God is good, but are you good? What? All the religious people, God is good. Correct. And I show my tattoo. God is good, but are you good? What? God is good, right? But are you good? Are you living the life of God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors, best as possible? If you are, then you are good on the overall. You're more empathetic. You're a square. If you're not, oh, so God is good, but you're not good. A little bit of good, a lot of bad. You're too narcissistic. You sell dreams. You're a walking red flag. I won't ever get involved with you at all. I'll be your real support team. I will call you an associate. If you're not too toxic, your environment's not too toxic, I'll even call you a friend. But I said the queen's going through, she's on a journey, not a healing journey. A queen, like, I like you, A for effort, thank you for the comment. But again, I don't do opposite track. What? You're on a journey. I'll say verbally, I'm on a healing journey, but my situation, I'm healed. My healing journey ended 4 years ago. I tell all my tattoos, there's no more healing for me to do. I let everybody, I let my exes, my past pain, toxic love, trauma in the tray top, child trauma go. I have nothing against none of my family because they don't know this conversation. You know, you have the right to be bitter, hateful towards your family, cool. But for how much more longer? How many more years you be mad at them? But then you claim you want love, relationships, marriage, families, and kids. Like, really? But you still hate everybody else. Right. Hey, what's up, Karen? How you been? How you doing, Queen? How's it going? How's life? How's your health? Been a minute. And good seeing you. But love you guys. I'm about to go crash out. So once again, I'm here for you. Every which way for everybody. My mom's for everybody. Social media. My mom's your pocket 24/7. I happy to hear that. You know, 365. Please don't ever feel alone. I'm always your pocket. However you want to have this conversation. DMs, text, audio chat, video chat, you know, Zoom. However you want to have it. You know, we spend to say this. It's a lot easier for me. Like if you like we could do like audio messages. Because like, you say like going to breakup, the healing journey. Like I don't really like. Everyone has a way of answering to for you. Some people could say like, you know, a word or a sentence. My situation, I give paragraphs. I give Bible stories. Cause this is like I put my effort and my, you know, energy into what? Talking about raw real life, raw real feelings, toxic love, broken codependent relationships. Because it matters who you have by your side as a partner, and it can happen whenever. Just to let you know, you have the best everything, money, power, and fame, beautiful relationship, but magic you partner one day. To befriend you, and just to let you know, it's not one day. It's obviously over time, but that's why you observe the red flags. Love is consistent. Toxic love is inconsistent. Love doesn't hurt. Highly impossible. If higher sources of love, it can't hurt. Love is freer than water, you know? And what you gonna call it, toxic love, that's what hurts you. You love someone that doesn't love you back. You meet the halfways, they don't meet you halfways. Less texting, less calling, less TLC sex in the course. You're upstairs or downstairs. That's called toxic love. That shit pretty much is over. But you're scared to talk about it, yes. Because you might hurt their feelings, they might hurt your feelings. But for everybody in a toxic relationship, the fucking door is right there. If you need help, if let's say scenario you live close in Washington State, you live close by, let's say you're religious. I mean, chill out, Queen King. God came in my dream, just a little fib, right? I'll take this in, right, to come out and to reach to you. So I'm here physically. I open the door. Are you ready to leave? What? Are you ready to leave? Now, whenever you want to. If not, try tomorrow, a week from now, a year from now. But the sooner the better. And when you do leave, the intent you don't go back. That's why trombones suck. Codependency. I need them in my life. You don't need them in your life. You want them in your life. And yes, I know you give them 2 years, 5 years, babies, and marriage. It sucks. I know it's gonna hurt really fucking bad. But that pain is not forever once again. It's only forever if you allow it to be. And a higher source, I'm a being, I can't fix and save you at all. Physically, I can save you. If I have money, power, and fame, financially, I can save you. Emotionally, spiritually, no, I can't. Not even higher source. Nobody can do it for you but you. It's your healing journey. It's your feelings. You're the one that have to trigger you should want to let go. Do closure for yourself. Do comprehension to let go. And once you let go of your exes, they will never trigger you. I promise you that. And then you observe everybody. Why am I through you're single? I don't deal with toxicity. I observe people's energy. I don't need a partner. I want a partner. And that's the shit for everybody else. Observe people like, yes, cute couple, all that shit. Don't overthink, don't overlove. You will sell yourself a dream. You'll actually self-sabotage your life not knowing because you missed all the red flags. In the beginning, everyone says the same shit with lovey-dovey everything. Cool, let's see when it goes to toxic relationships. And nowadays, especially because of the cell phone, and it's not the cell phone, it's not this platform, it's the owner of the cell phone. If you worry about a cell phone, shit's over, simple as that. It's already over. That's why it's called energy. Walk away. And it's the owner of the cell phones. Your partner, or you woke up, slam people with DMs, past boundaries. But remember this, to call you the fuck out, right? And you claim to be a good person, religious person, spiritual person, atheist person, and you're about to emotionally cheat, then physically cheat. And I love God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad. Really? God is good, but you're not good. You have a lot of him to do. Respectfully, but love you guys. Have a blessed morning. Take care. Be safe. Have a blessed weekend to be. Remember in life, day by day, baby steps. The healing journey, when everyone started, the sooner the better. The younger the better. Yeah, a better outcome in life on the overall. But remember this: the only one can let go for you in the universe is you. And you don't know this yet. All your tattoos, all these conversations. To keep it simple. Once again, no one really says a lot, but everyone tell me to write a book, right? If I was to write a book, eventually, maybe this month I'll finally fucking type it up, right? On Avery.com, little 2x4. So when anyone locally in Washington State asks me or tells me you should write a book, instead of all these tattoos, you should write a book, I'll be bet. I'll get my wallet, hand them it's a business card. Well, yeah, it's a business card, quote unquote, but read it. You just told me I should write a book. I should have all these tattoos. So it's going to say, this is my book. And you flip it over. The answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever knew was you. Whoops. The end. My full name, Margarito Yala, Margarito Yala. My phone number, email address, and my platforms. And what? That's my book? Yeah, you just told me I should write a book. I just handed you my book. And respectfully says to everybody else that writes your books. And, I'm not knocking on you. Please write your books. Please write your books. I'm knocking on you. Write your books, tell your stories, nothing against you. Everyone talks relationships, all that bullshit. You're telling my story, many other stories, right? Me, I just keep it simple. What? Oh, you're the answer to your own life. It's not nobody else. What? Not nobody else. We can add to your love, support everything, but one day I just wake up. You know what? I don't want to do this no more. That's my choice, if you will. Are you ready for that? But love you guys. Have a good morning. Stay blessed. Have a good weekend. Be good squad. Take care. Be safe. Ciao, ciao. TikTok, love you guys, take it, be safe, ciao, ciao. IG, love you guys, take it, be safe, ciao, ciao. Facebooks, love you guys, take it, be safe, ciao, ciao. Likey, love you guys, take Take care, be safe. Ciao, ciao. Clubhouse. Love you guys. Take care, be safe. Ciao, ciao. And then meet me. Love you guys. Take care, be safe. Ciao, ciao. And then boop, boop. Twitch. Love you guys. Take care, be safe. Ciao, ciao. Have a blessed weekend.